Hello YouTube and welcome back to another dashcam drive through a town in South Carolina Today we are finishing our trip up 301 to the town of Summerton, South Carolina in Clarendon County, just like our last town, Manning. Before I go any further into Summerton, because Summerton is full of history, let me apologize again for the glare. I did adjust the optics of this video a little bit, and I try not to do that, but I did, and it seemed to help some. Like I said, I'll try to do better on my next trips. And another thing I wanted to say, Summerton is probably the most surprising town I've ever been to as far as its beauty. It was a lot more beautiful, or a lot prettier than I expected it to be. I had never been there, and so I'd really never heard of anybody going there either, so I just figured it was the run-of-the-mill small town. Here is the main street downtown. Anyway, so Summerton is home, or is home to Scotts Branch High School and Scotts Branch Schools. And those schools is where Briggs versus Elliott started, which was the first case to be brought into Brown versus Board of Education, the lawsuit that ended school segregation nationwide. Well, like I was saying, Briggs versus Elliott was the first attempt at that, and that was the South Carolina case, and it came from Summerton. Now, just a little bit of background on that case. And this is reading from Wikipedia. The case began in 1947 when Levi Pearson wrote a letter to the Clarendon County School District requesting that black children be provided with the same bus transportation that white children in the district received. In 1948, Pearson versus Clarendon County was dismissed on a technicality between the superintendent noted that Pearson's large property covered multiple district lines. The rejection of Pearson versus Clarendon County caused the NAACP attorneys to pivot and raise their target to complete desegregation. Others agreed to join the suit of Levi Pearson, named first in the suit Harry Briggs, a service station attendant, and Eliza Briggs, a maid, became the main named plaintiffs. So, there you go. And eventually, like I said, that was wrapped into Brown versus Board of Education, one of 5 cases to be put into that, and that is eventually how school segregation ended. Okay, and now we are going towards I-95 down this road, and I don't know where town limits ended. I just kind of ended it when the speed limit changed, because that's kind of a indicator. There's no sidewalk here, so I'm thinking it may not have been the city limits either, or town limits, but I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going towards Santee, and all that is very nearby and close. The next town will be Holly Hill. That was Summerton.